My name is Azza AlMughairy. I'm Emirati from Abu Dhabi. I'm 37 years old. I'm mother of 3 beautiful kids, 2 girls, Maria and Rose, and a boy, Ilyas. I've been in the corporate industry for 14 years. And on the side, I was always into the traditional typical media. When I'm talking about media, is TV and radio. I was a TV reporter for 8 years for Abu Dhabi TV. And I was kind of involved in the radio, but not much. But I know that I have a passion for radio. But 4 years ago, I decided to leave the corporate world. I decided to leave the traditional media and enter into the new era right now, which is the digital world. So I'm mostly now into content creating when it comes to social media platforms. And as well, I own my own radio station. It's an online radio station called Real Radio. I'm a bit known in Abu Dhabi to talk about controversial topic related to women, society. So this is where I wanted to grow and focus more. And right now, clearly, this is my target when it comes to where I see my career. And in terms of my journey has been, very nice, very up and down when it comes to career, kids, life. Living in the UAE as a woman, it's amazing. You get an amazing support. You can start and do a lot of things depending what you want. I'm very open to whatever comes my way. Right now I'm focusing on the radio, but I'm open to see where the future will take me here. Okay, I'll give you a very honest question. I don't like to be like, oh, I manage. I don't balance, to be very honest. I'll tell you how I do. And I'm not saying this is the right or the wrong when it comes to me, because I run 3 businesses and I have 3 kids and I have a husband, and you still want to have a social life and your life. I make it happen, okay? I cannot say it's balanced because I don't want to give that vibe to someone that, oh, I can do it all and I can balance. No. What I do, let's say this week I had let's say an example now. This week I had a very crazy schedule with work. So I know I was a little bit not there when it comes to family. So this week I focus on work. Next week I'll make sure that I take a couple of days off so I can make it up to my family. And then that means like I will be a little bit not doing well when it comes to the other businesses. So I'll compensate it next week. And this is how I've been living, to be very honest. So I don't think I'm balancing, but that's life, Sometimes you're not doing well really from here, so you give it there. So it's been on a journey of trying to just make it up to every side, but I still don't know how to balance. So when I started my career, I'll be very honest, 14 years ago, just being an Emirati woman into the working field, especially I started in TV and media. And my journey when it comes to corporate, I am a hotelier, I worked in hotel. And this is something uncommon for an Emirati woman back then, to be very honest. It was a little bit hard because it was known, like you need to mostly, the men provide, you don't have to care about career, you need to graduate from school, university. And if you want to work, you work in a typical government entity, you get paid crazy amount of money and you sit at the house. That was back then. So when I wanted to do something very different, which is working in a beach club, was something very uncommon. I entered, there was a bit of rejection in the beginning, but then it worked well. And I'm talking about, to be very honest, that was 10 years ago. My generation, when we had to pave our way to get what we want. And I know there was a lot of misconception back then, Emirati women, they just sit at home and pop kids and nothing bad about that. But that's not the story of every Emirati woman. And no, we're not all rich and we have petrol in the house and I dig in my cup and go buy, We are hardworking. We have an amazing support from our government, to be very honest. They support women education, they support women career. So I think there was a little bit of misconception out there because there was no social media. There was no interviews. There was no. But let's be honest right now, all the powerful position when it comes to UAE are women. Everything that you want to see in media, in hospitality, in F&B, in restaurants, even in coffees, barista, there's a lot of Emirati women working that position. So I think now automatically with social media and with everything being exposed, I think we did change that concept a little bit. My days I had to work hard to be I want to work and do. But right now things are different, to be very honest. So the new generation are changing the concept. Social media are changing the concept. And we have an amazing, I cannot even name the amazing amount of Emirati women leaders who are holding a very powerful position in the country. So I think that itself kind of changed the perspective to, let's say, the Western world about Emirati women or GCC women. I I don't want to mention names so I don't make anyone angry, but to be very honest, there's a lot of amazing Emirati women, content creator, and as well other women. I say for me, Azza, I mean, I am who I am right now because of different women in my life. Either was my ex-boss who was from Romania, or my other manager, or my other woman manager who was from Syria or Palestine. So I believe as the Emirati Women Day or celebrating me, I need to celebrate other women who helped me to become the person I am right now. So I know it's mostly about Emirati women, but I have so much amount of respect and love and power that I got from a lot of women from different nationality next to me, from any country, regardless. So to be very honest, I think it's just having the beautiful power of Emirati, of women next to me who support, who pull one another. Is it my mother, my sister, my teacher who taught me, my colleague in university, my nannies, my people who help in life to make me become the person I am. In terms of who I want to collaborate, there's a lot. I'm very open to see how we can support one another as a woman. So I don't have someone in particular. We have beautiful, amazing names when it comes to UAE content creator. I cannot really name one right now. I'm really bad with names, but I'm very open to work with whoever. And just the idea of we women, either we're Emirati or no, support one another, you know? So if anyone can I uplift or help and all they can do, why not? I'm very open. I always say that in any of my interviews or in any of my talks, we live in a country that there's nothing impossible, to be very honest, when it comes to our leaders, when it comes to the country. As I mentioned that earlier, I came from the timing where we had to pave, we had to prove, we had to fight for simplest thing, not because it wasn't allowed, it wasn't common. Nowadays, for any young Emirati generation woman, you have no excuse to not make it happen. You have an amazing opportunity, you have an amazing leaders, amazing country, and anything you have in mind that you want to make it happen, it is, I'm not saying it's easy, but it is possible. So tell to all my Emirati fellow, the first thing I want to say, whatever you want to do, do. If you want to be a stay housewife, you don't want to do anything, it's whatever makes you happy, do it. But if you have dreams and goals, there is no excuse to not make it happen, because you live in the land of everything is possible, yeah? حاب أقول بمناسبة يوم المرأة الإماراتية، مش بس لكل امرأة، حاب أقول لكل امرأة كل عام وهي بخير وصحة وسلامة وقوة، بس بعد حاب أقول لكل رجل ساند المرأة الإماراتية، خلاها توصل لطموحها وأحلامها وأهدافها. شكرا لأنكم ساندتونا، شكرا لأنكم آمنتوا فينا، وشكرا لوجودكم معنا. لازم نعطي الحق ونعطي الشكر والتقدير للناس اللي يستاهلوا، اللي ساعدونا نوصل لأحلامنا وطموحنا ونكون النساء اللي احنا فيها حاليا. واول شيء نبدا بعد طبعا بقيادتنا الرشيده لدوله الامارات العربيه المتحده.